So, what do you guys want to talk about?
You can call this the New World Order of Wrestling, brother. Put out the caution tape. Put out the orange cones. Acknowledge me.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to A Plus Wrestling here on KPHR and on YouTube at Hutch Henry's. It has been a busy week, and it's only going to get busier from here because we have not one, not two, not three, but four pay-per-view, PLEs, whatever you want to call them, all this weekend. We're going to be talking about most of those shows, but this is also a good time to kind of get like a state of the brand. We're hosts. I'm Boris, and as always, I am joined by Hutch. Hutch, how's it going?
It's going. I'm here. It's happening. Unlike a majority of the TNA roster, I'm still employed here at A Plus Wrestling.
Are you though?
I don't know, not for long. Now this keeps happening, you'll be fired soon.
I know. Right? And you know what?
And no background either. I made a background, no background, no nothing, eh? Make me rush off to do this podcast.
I didn't make you do anything.
No, you didn't. Well, I guess not.
I didn't make you do anything.
I'll see you later.
No, but yeah, no, it's weird. Like, what's weird is, so I removed the intro, but I put it back. No, I didn't remove it. I added it, which is weird. I don't know. So I left. I know what it was. I left the room. When I came back to the room, trying to load the beautiful background that you added, it must have reset the fact that I added it again because these studios are weird. But here we are. It's going to be a busy week. How's life? How's everything going?
I don't know. I've been better.
I hear you.
Like, I'm tired. Things aren't working. A couple things aren't working out. I'm worried about a couple things. I'm confident about other things. I've got too much to do. The people who are helping me do things are either incompetent or don't follow through on their end. So then thereby I end up having more to do than I thought in the first place, as I am picking up the slack from these idiots and or uncommitted people. But besides that, you know, like, I don't know. And read lots of wrestling. My God, lots of wrestling.
Right? Tons of wrestling. Yeah, you asked, you made the kind of half joke whether I actually watch wrestling. I do watch it. And here's the thing. If I'm actually interested in the show, I'll watch it live. The afternoon Raws and SmackDowns and that, I can actually watch them with a lot more detail because I'm typically like, maybe I'm off for a few hours between meetings and I'll have the time to actually watch it. But typically speaking, on a regular week, I watch a lot of my wrestling at night. Like when I'm in bed, I'll watch it. And that's kind of how I retain things.
Well, yeah, if you, whatever you are watching, retaining, thinking about before you go to bed, you actually do retain it more. It's part of it. Like
yeah.
Before bed period of time.
Yep.
They tell you to study at night.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. I usually watch like all the wrestling, you know, so like when I don't get around to it, sometimes I'm like, oh man, it's like 2 weeks in a row where I had minimal amounts of wrestling. And it's not that I don't watch it. It's that I put it on and I have like 3 screens here and I'm working on something. And there used to be times where I would like start watching it, maybe do some stretches, take breaks from this and that. They like the long commercial breaks on Raw. I'm working on something on this screen. Then it comes back on. Okay, there's a pro. I don't need to listen to Tiffany Stratus, like Tiffany Stratton, like every word she says, but it's there. And especially if I have subtitles on, it's great. Last couple of weeks has been like, I noticed that I've been like not paying attention there. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that match.
Oh no.
I remember the ending. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Okay. I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to like have a podcast about this shit. I'm supposed to know. Like last week is when it reminded me when I said something, I was like, did this happen? Or was the Kenny thing where in my mind I was like, Kenny's getting a shot or they set him up for a shot? And I was like, no, it's like I got confused between what I was watching on my side screen half-ass and like other podcasts I was listening to while cleaning up or doing stuff around the house. And just, it all became one mash of like, yeah, I didn't sit down and watch AEW for 2 hours. I didn't sit down and watch Raw for 3 fucking hours.
Exactly. Something I've actually been watching a lot of while I'm at work, because I typically have my 2 screens and then I have my tablet beside me. If it's not over here, I have it literally right beside me. And
so
something
wait. If it's not over here,
if it's not over here, it's over here.
Yeah.
Now,
you know, often in my life when things aren't over here, they usually end up being over here, or sometimes back here.
Exactly. Now, it's the WWE Vault channel because it's a 24/7, always something on. Earlier today, in the morning when I woke up, I woke up right as Royal Rumble 91 was starting.
Hey, that's pretty fun. Got some Mr.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's like everybody wanted Mr. Perfect to win that Rumble. My God.
That was such a good fun times. The Rockers and the Orient. It's funny because that's one of the first VHS wrestling tapes that I actually owned. It was that in WrestleMania 7.
I lived right across the street from like this weird little strip mall for a long period of time, and it had a video store in it. And so being a child of the 80s, and there was copious amounts of wrestling VHSs and ninja movies. Remember like all the freaking ninja movies, bro? So many ninja movies. When you go back and watch them now, like they have that nostalgic feel, but they're so bad.
Including
and I remember there were times where like there was many subtle levels of like ninja movie badness. Like American Ninja was not great, but it was great. And like American Ninja 2 and 3 are like, okay. But then you get the ones where even when you were a kid, you were watching it and you were like, wow, this one's bad.
Right.
And this is like, that one's really, really bad. Now, when you're an adult, you're like, whoa, this is so bad.
Back in the day, remember the channel Omni TV, whatever it was called back in the day. It's a for those who don't know or don't live in the GTA or the Toronto area, it's a multicultural channel that has a bunch of languages. And on Saturday nights, they used to always show a Chinese or a Japanese karate movie.
So many of them. What was the guy there was the Bowflex guy did some near the end of his career, like in the late 90s and 2000s. But what was the guy who looked like the Bowflex guy, like that big black dude with like the chiseled jaw? And he was in the American Ninjas, and he was in a lot of them, right? Like he was like, oh, it was great. He was like the Carl Weathers of like those series, right? Like Carl Weathers. There's so many guys, and like guys that popped up all the time, like Bolo Young from Bloodsport would like show up in all these freaking movies, and then there'd be ones from before Bloodsport. You're like, oh, these are the movies that got him the role of Bloodsport, and then these ones are the ones that he's in ironically as the big bad guy because he was the bad guy in Bloodsport. Like you see the career change, and then you actually like the amount of parody movies that they would have was hilarious because there were some that would parody everything under the sun. And we're talking like the 80s ninja movies. Like there was the late 70s, early 80s ninja movies where guys like took themselves seriously, like the Bruce Lees. And the Sonny Chibas and the stuff like that. But then it got into like, hey, these movies are great. Let's make low budget versions of them. And it was like, they were everywhere. It's like porn. It probably took like a day to produce and record and edit and sound. There was also those like weird like horror movies like Chud. Like stuff like that, right? But they'd be mixed in, but then there was a copy like the wrestling area. Yeah, man. Like the double cassettes for WrestleMania, like 4 and like things like that. Like, you'd get that stuff. They'd give you both cassettes. You felt like you felt like a king. You felt like a king. And hopefully I sound okay. My new setup, I'm a little lower in my ears. These headphones have a lot of bass, so I sound low. You sound I'm back to my original setup, which is all my it's all my stuff that I can rely on. But I switched out for like easier stuff. This condenser mic I use for when I'm chatting, doing like I do everything freaking voice to text now. All my like messenger messages, like Instagram, talking with AI. It's just the mic's just on. So I started using that mic. It's great, but its condenser picks up too much. But hey, since we missed our intro and we're having a fun time here, I'm going to do something I've never done before, Boris. I'm going to abandon you for a minute. All right, you do that. You know what? We're going to take here's what we're going to actually do. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
This is Joseph Vendetti from Barbarian Bar Fitness, your source for Canadian-made functional fitness equipment built for the grind. Pro wrestling doesn't take an off-season. It's 52 weeks of punishing work in and out of the ring. That's why we designed versatile, battle-tested gear to help you train harder, recover smarter, and stay ready for the spotlight. Our mission? To empower wrestlers, coaches, and athletes with equipment that elevates your performance and amplifies your impact. Visit barbarianbarfitness.com and unleash your potential.
This is Dak Xavier Josiah, the host of ACMG Presents Talk Time Live, the podcast. Talk Time Live is a show that talks about your favorite fandoms with the latest news, discussions, and interviews with some of the hottest names in all of anime, comics, movies, and games, such as...
This is Miley Flanagan, the voice of Naruto.
Hey there, this is Kyle Hebert, the voice of Gohan from Dragon Ball Super.
This is Stephanie Shea, the voice of Sailor Moon.
Visit TalkTimeLive.com and let us help you learn to let go, live life, and love all things ACMG.
Talk Time Live.
And we are back here on KPHR Hamilton and on YouTube at Hutch Henry's. We are talking about the week that was and the week that will be in professional wrestling. I guess the weekend that will be. And we're going to be taking the time as well, as we're going through the cards, to kind of talk about the state of these brands, because there's going to be 4 shows this weekend. 1 PLE on Saturday, and I guess 3 pay-per-views on Sunday. We're not going to get too deep into TNA. We don't really talk about TNA too much. I watch it. I cover it at slamwrestling.net. Yeah, there we are. So, Hutch, at what point is it too much wrestling?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, like I don't even have time to watch it sometimes now. There's so much of it, but
right?
I don't know. The fact that you said there's 4 PLEs this weekend?
Yeah.
I guess, is there NXT?
Yeah.
And WWE, AEW, what else?
And TNA.
Oh, is it Slammiversary this weekend?
Correcto.
All right, well, there you go. Yeah, like who gives I hate to say this because I used to be a huge fan. Who gives a shit about TNA? Like,
yeah, well,
like go away. I can't believe it. Like the little engine that could. Now I'm literally one of the guys who's like, just go away now. Like,
unfortunately, I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think they're going.
Yeah, it's just, but there's like it could have been cool. Like Trick Williams was the TNA champion, and there's TNA thing. I don't know. It doesn't seem cool anymore. It all just seems like you can see what's going on. There's problems, right?
Of course,
this doesn't seem right. Nobody ever spoke bad about Scott D'Amore. You barely ever heard his name, but you're hearing Shapiro all the time. Problems. Bringing back Tess, even though Tessa Blanchard, that kind of happened just at the tail end of D'Amore, like right before. But I don't know, weird stuff. Poor Sami Callihan. Like the guy's getting the phone call expecting to get Tommy Dreamer's job, and he's told you're gone as well. He's like, oh, damn it.
Well, to be fair, he wasn't really doing anything since last year, right? So they saw that line item on the budget. Yeah, he retired. They saw that line item in the budget, and it's like, well, unfortunately, that's how it goes, right? Which
he was doing a lot. He was handling all their merch. He was agenting all the ladies' matches. Like he had a lot of creative. A lot of people in the back behind the scenes wanted him to take over the job instead of Delirious or anybody else that's going to be in there temporarily. Everybody was pushing for Sammy. So you heard about Tommy, got the phone call, was expecting that odd job offer, and was told, see ya.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Like I love everybody, and I used to always be positive about everybody, but now I have to kind of be honest with myself about things. And like, Sami Callihan's been around for a long time. Wrestling Revolver is like wrestling by wrestlers for wrestlers, all that stuff. But when you peel back the layers, like that's who he is. Yeah. He sees himself as a genius. He sees himself as the young breed, the new breed, and he doesn't realize that he's now getting old. And he kind of is. I'm sure that the higher ups at TNA were probably like, yeah, you know what? You got an attitude. You think you're great. And you think you're great. That's the problem. I like people who are great and who are like, thank you, sir, very much. I'll continue to try and be great. You're the kind of person who is great. And then you're like, yes, I know. Thank you. So I couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I have had the interactions I've had with Sami Callihan. He has done great work in the ring. He's been like kind of quiet and nice to deal with backstage, but he has not been a generally easy person to work with. He screws with you on hotels. He screws with you on money. He screws with you on trans. He like shows up with 2 guys and is like, well, I came with my guys. Is that okay? Okay. Can they have a match? And like an advertised match now has to become a 3-way because he's got Jake Christ with him or whatever. And he's that guy. And maybe he's changed over the last like decade or 8 years since we booked him, but he was that guy regularly to the point that it was like, hey, you guys got a show. No, right. We're not booking you anymore. Whoa, what's your problem? It's not what my problem is, Mr. Callahan. It's the extra trans money, and it's the thing you pulled last time, and then the thing you pulled before. And like, they're not major things, but it adds up. They're a pattern.
It adds
so
up.
Goodbye. You know,
you're not the first person to say this to me, right? I've heard from others who used to book them and had the same issues, right? And they're like, yeah,
like he's a wrestler, bro, and he sees you. You're just a promoter. You're just another indie, and like he treats you like that. Like he's wrestling for wrestlers by wrestlers, but he's the kind of guy who, like, because you've never taken a bump, doesn't matter how many wrestlers you've paid, how many shows you've ran, how much production you've done. You're not a wrestler, so screw you. It's like, all right, fine.
Absolutely.
But like I was saying to someone the other day, I've never had the desire to get in the ring, because when I started working with wrestling, like producing wrestling, camera shoots, like editing, sound, audio, when I wanted to help with the ring crew one day, and the guy who was in charge was like, no, go, you're very valuable in what you do. Everything you do is very important. And so I've had my camera guys come to me and be like, they want to help out with the ring after. And I'm like, okay, that's great. You're a camera guy. You want to help out. These guys can use your help. Don't feel obligated. You're being paid to do a job. This is your job. Those guys are being paid to do that job. And of course, everybody's got to get their hands dirty in wrestling. I get it. But like, it's what I said to my son the other day. I was like, hey, you have a car, right, Boris?
Me, no.
No? Okay. You've seen a car before. How many wheels are on a car?
Okay. Keep going.
Okay. There's 5 wheels on a car. And like, there's 4 wheels that do a very important job, and they connect to the road, and you cannot do anything without those wheels. But without the 5th wheel, you can't turn, you can't go forward. There's somebody holding that wheel. That wheel's very important. And that person might be more important than all the other wheels. But without that person, you can't run those wheels. And without these wheels, this guy's got nothing to do. So basically, Buddy was all like, hey, dude, just go drive the car. Well, like, the wrestlers are going to be here with their wheels on the road. I'm like, okay. So that's how it works out.
Right. Exactly.
And I feel like Sami Callihan, I don't think he respects the guy behind the wheel. He wants to be the road, the wheel, and the guy behind the wheel. So
yeah.
And since we're on the subject, what's your opinion of Tommy Dreamer?
Oh, it's a very interesting. Hey,
like, man, like,
look,
I've only interacted with Tommy twice, and both times he was like rude and standoffish and like arrogant. And I'm like, wow, like, really? Like, we're booking you and paying you, and you're like a prick. I don't get it.
Mostly everyone that I've talked to has said the same thing. But my interactions with him have been very positive. I come from him too. I used to go to him when I needed interviews. I kind of went around Ross, their PR person, because he's, right? So I would go direct to Tommy Dreamer, and I've never had an issue with him. But I know a lot of people have. I know that if you've worked with him, a lot of people have had issues. I've heard many stories, and I don't know. My anytime I've interacted with him, it's been positive.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I wish
I come from a different.
positive.
Yeah, we come from from different perspectives, right?
Yeah, and it's not like he was like overtly rude. He was just dismissive and like kind of like better than, and it's not like I'm not out there like asking for his autograph or buying a t-shirt, like I'm backstage, we're discussing segments, like I'm helping cut the checks, and then I ask him a question that has something to not do with directly our show. Yep. It's like, oh, since we're standing here, blah, blah, blah. And the whole attitude changed to like,
Just remember, anytime I interacted with him, it was to help TNA, right?
Yeah.
So,
like when we spoke about the show, like this spot should be this instead of that, like he wants to give the girl pile driver instead of something else. It's fine. I'm known for the pile drivers on women. It'll be perfect for this spot. We're like, great. We're discussing. Everything's professional. He's great.
Yeah.
As soon as you ask him something, I don't know. It was weird. Bottom line is I'm not looking forward to talking to Tommy Dreamer anymore. When I saw him crying on Busted Open Radio with his like dashund face, and you see him on TNA, he looks so disinterested when he's doing segments on TNA. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's standing there with Mike Santana and Shapiro, and he's just in the ring, and he just looks like, what's the dog? What's that droopy dog from freaking the cartoon shows?
Yeah. I know which one. I forget the name. I know which one you're talking about.
That's what he looks like, man. So, I don't know what to say.
All right. let's quickly go through the Slammiversary card since we're already talking about this. Some of the matches do sound interesting. So Ultimate X match. Those matches are always going to be good. Listen to these names: Cedric Alexander, Leon Slater, Frankie Kazarian, Mr. Elegance, whatever, Fabian Aichner, Casey Navarro, and a returning Amazing Red.
Yeah, man. Amazing Red returns to the company. I don't know if he'll get the X division. I'm looking at either a Cedric or a Casey Navarro. I think Leon Slater's on his way out of the company.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think there's big things coming up for House of Glory. They just had their Inferno show this last weekend in Chicago. That is going to be their last time on Triller TV on Fight. And they have not announced what they're doing next. And they've announced that we're not on Triller anymore. We're not on Fight. And the next thing is big. And now he's back at TNA. So, we'll see maybe some sort of like streaming service they're bringing out. Maybe going to be part of is TNA Plus still a thing?
Yeah, it is.
All right. But like, according to the guys involved, they're saying it's going to be more accessible. So TNA Plus, I feel, is something that's less accessible or less widely purchased or known than Triller or Fight. So it's a cut above Fight. It's something that's going to be, it's probably going to be some sort of like perhaps television or like,
I don't know, because Tubi today announced that they are going to be carrying NWA Power.
So there you go. Could have something to do with that, but I'm sure it has something to do with this TNA connection. Amazing Red coming back.
Agreed.
We'll see exactly what happens there.
Yep. The timing of it's interesting. So that match should be good. The next match, Tag Team TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. You have Heather by Elegance and M by Elegance. With personal concierge, Iceman versus Rosemary and Allie. That match should be okay. Hopefully Rosemary and Allie can get the titles.
Iceman's getting everything he wants now, eh? Like, I saw a poster the other day for like some kind of random Comic-Con thing, and it was like he was there on like the little squares at the bottom, and it was a picture of him with his like hair like done the way he does it sideways for personal concierge and his little glasses, and it was like the personal concierge, and I was just like, wow. He's finally getting what he wants. He's like such a mark. It's great. He's like just dying to get anything that's like, I'm a wrestling guy. Doesn't matter how much he produces. Doesn't matter how much he agents. Doesn't matter that he's like ring announced. Doesn't matter that he's run his own promotion and for a period of time, perhaps one of the most successful promotions in Ontario, if not even Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter that he's like run with the Terzes and the like Santinos and like, like it doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters. He wants to like be a guy. He wants Marks to be like, you're that guy. Can I have your autograph? I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think on WrestleMania 24, Shawn Michaels goes and like hugs a couple of people to ringside after the match. Like, Iceman's one of the people. He's like there. That shit's still not good enough for him. He's like, I want my own t-shirt. I want to see some kid with a personal concierge t-shirt. And I want to be like, yeah, baby. Like, that's all he fucking wants. He doesn't give a shit that he's actually he's in a position other people would kill for.
Right.
He's the kind of guy who'd be backstage doing something and like freaking like name it. Like Dolph Ziggler walks by and is just like, hey George. You'd be like, oh hey dude. Like they're buddies. He's in the know. Like casually doesn't even have to look up. You know what I mean? Oh hey dude. Like there's so many people in this world that would love to be part of the wrestling industry to the point that casually two members of the MFTs walk by and they're like, hey Hutch. I'm like, oh hey dudes. Like that's a great feeling. Iceman has that in spades, and it doesn't fucking matter.
Have you seen his Facebook page? Sometimes it's like.
Have you ever seen a picture of him that's not that like hard side angle? Like
I know.
Somebody a long time ago told him like, "This is your good side," like right, whatever. Like some photography thing, because he used to like it does a lot of promotions for clubs, on DJs and like dancers and whatnot. So like somebody told him once, that's your good side, buddy. So like I feel like if you're over here and he's talking to someone, and you walk up to take, "Hey guys, smile," he'll be like.
Right? Exactly.
He'll like break his fucking neck to like get the. You will never see a straight on shot of this man. And all of this stuff sounds like I'm making fun of him. I respect the hell. I know, right? I mean, like, I like the guy. The guy. I don't know. I respect the hell out of the hustle. I'm not gonna say whether it's personal yay or nay. But like, dude, go man, go baby.
I actually know him from the club promoter days. So yeah.
Totally.
Eric Young versus Ricky Sosa. That should be a good one.
Yeah, like Sosa, how long is he signed for? He's got like a 6 months contract. What's with these half-year contracts TNA is doing all the time? No, bye-bye, Sosa. Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it matter? Bye-bye. Doesn't matter.
Right. Here's another interesting one for the TNA International Championship. Mustafa Ali versus
challenge.
TBA. Have you heard the rumor?
No.
Apparently, someone who used to be a former WWE champion is going to debut at TNA Slammiversary. I'm assuming it's going to be this TBA.
Wait, the former former champion?
Yeah.
Like top champion?
They say former champion.
All right. Former champ. Okay, like when they say former champion, it could mean any belt, right? But we assume that when they say former champion, they mean world or WWE champion. And there's very, very few people who saying that they are a former champion is more of a marquee than who they are as a human being. And I don't think Jack Swagger's showing up. So my bet is it's Jinder Mahal, baby.
That's my bet. That's who I think. I said this on the other show, the one I produced, the Huge Pop, and both of them were like, that actually sounds right. And that's who I said. It has to be, right?
Yeah, because he's the only person where that is more than that's his thing, right? That's what you're a former WWE champion. You're like,
so
no way.
That's the thing. Because it's being promoted as the former WWE champion. I'm like, think of the names that are out there. There's not many former WWE
champion, then because that's world champ for Swag. Like, I'm trying to think who else, right? Like maybe persona non grata is like, you might say that with El Patron, but I mean, who's booking him, right? You might say that shit. Like Jack Swagger's a former world champ. So a former WWE champion's going to be here live. If there is nobody else to put on that list.
Right.
But Jinder Mahal. Even David Arquette, you'd be like, David Arquette, former WCW champion, will be here. You would put that shit on your fucking poster because people would be like, oh, David Arquette's coming out, But like, Jinder Mahal makes people not buy tickets. So
Eddie Edwards.
Like, oh shit, I had tickets for that.
I know. You can't give them away. Eddie Edwards versus Moose. That's a match. We have Lei Ying.
Keep going.
Yeah. Lei Ying Lee versus Zaya Brookside for the Knockout Championship.
I'll just go Zaya Brookside. Why not?
I think so.
Have no idea.
I think so. Exactly.
And I like your dad.
Yeah. The System, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson versus the Hardys, Broken Matt and Brother Nero versus the Righteous in a tag team ladder match.
It's like, should it be like freaking Broken Matt and Broken Nero? He's more broken than his brother. So they should be like the Broke Brothers, right? The Hardy Brokers. Oh, hey, there's a freaking agency you don't want to go to. Welcome to Hardy Brokers. You're like, no.
Mm-hmm.
You're not LTA, like doing an LTL on my freight or like brokering some deal for me, dickhead. Are those your real eyes? If your eyes closed and you have like eyeballs painted on your eyes, okay, I'm not dealing with you fucking guys. This is bullshit.
AJ Francis versus Elijah.
I want Bear Bronson to have all good things happen to him. I feel like he got the runaround. I feel like he's one of those guys that got Me Too'd, and then you were like, "Oh, you didn't do anything wrong," and then like, it's a hard climb out of the hole, even if everybody admits you didn't do anything wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, sorry, you were still going. AJ Francis versus Elijah.
Wait, AJ Francis. Oh, Elijah. For a second, I was like, Elijah Burke. I was like, freaking the Pope is back, and I'm like, no, okay. Dude, my brain.
No.
Yes, I don't know. Right? Elijah. Why not?
AJ Francis has been doing some great work, by the way.
They're both great. They're both like I would book both of them. I would hang out with both of them. They should both win. Can you like beat each other and just both get a W? I mean, I'm down.
It's a singles match. It's a regular singles match. It's possible. All right.
I don't know why. Why is Elijah not with the Righteous? There was that like small period of time where Tony Khan like did those like vignettes where they were all where they had Elijah wearing white as well, and they were like walking through the cemetery together, and he's just like playing guitar with the two of them, and I was like, yo, this is freaking great. The new Righteous has Elijah, and it's awesome. I love this. And it just went nowhere, and then they both popped up in TNA, and I was like, oh, it's gonna happen here, and it's just they're not interacting at all, and I'm like, oh. And why does everybody hate the Righteous so much? Like freaking Bill Carr.
I love the Righteous,
but I mean, like,
you know what it is?
In general, it seems like everybody hates the Righteous. Like
the Bray Wyatt comparisons. People think he's just a Bray Wyatt knockoff.
Yeah, but he's been doing this shit since way before, and like he says things that's like Bray Wyatt used to just like kind of babble, and like freaking Vince is awesome, and Bill Carr is amazing too. He still does it, but that dude used to like do flying planchas over the top rope, like he's like with WWE when they're all like, oh my god, when big guys do like the over the top rope stuff. bro, this guy was doing the tank, like Calvin Tankman over the top rope and actually like not touching the top rope at all. Like, and just like, he was amazing. And like, people just seem to shit on the righteous. I don't know, but I like him.
They do.
What's
no
his name
reason.
in that group? Dutch. Okay.
Dutch.
Hutch
But
Dutch.
it's Vincent and Dutch. Hutch
is all
Dutch. Very much. Yeah. All right. Mike Santana versus Nick Nemeth. Here's the interesting part. Now we're in the Mike Santana watch. When is he going to lose the belt? When is he going to jump ship? I don't think he's going to lose until Bound for Glory.
Maybe. If it's not tonight, Bound for Glory, sure. But it'll happen.
Oh, it's happening. It's just a matter of when.
And then he's going to go to NXT because we know that when you're at NXT, it's just an upward trajectory to success.
Speaking of NXT Great American Bash is happening. A lot of singles matches, a lot of title matches. Let's go through the list real fast.
If I know, we should have started with this segment because then I could have got it taking my shit right now.
There you go. All right, we have Shiloh Hill versus Tristan Angels. We have Zarya versus Tatum Paxley for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Tatum, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know if Zarya's got it.
I
don't know if it's going to happen. Zarya might be like an Angelo Dawkins. Like they're going to be like, oh, she's got red hair. Keep her around for a while. Like she's probably just going to be around forever.
Right. Dion Lennox versus Saquon Sugars. That match should be okay.
What?
What's with the names? I know.
I don't know, but what's with the names? I don't even know who these people are. I haven't watched NXT yet.
Look, NXT is in a refresh. They're in a refresh right now.
Refresh,
so
is that the modern way of saying that they suck?
No, a refresh. They just lost a lot of roster spots, so they have to call people up to NXT.
Cool.
We have Ren Sinclair versus Ariana Grace for the Women's Speed Championship.
Is Grace the Speed champion?
No, Ren Sinclair is.
I don't think Ariana Grace is beating Ren Sinclair.
No. Miles Bourne versus Tavian Heights for the NXT North American Championship.
Those are two names I like.
Yep. We also have Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray. Looking forward to this match.
Yes, that will probably be the good match. I think Kendall Gray's probably a better in-ring performer than Lola Vice, even now at this young age, but I don't think she's going to beat Lola. I think they like Lola with this belt. She's got a lot going on down at AAA.
With the AAA stuff. Yeah, exactly. Now, for the NXT Championship, we have Tony D'Angelo versus Naraku, who used to be evil, and they've been hinting that Naraku has help, and no one knows who this is, and it's someone from his past, and I see Joe posting, and I do have to agree with him. I think we are going to see the debut of Hiromu at Dash at the beach, finally.
Joe's right, but I have a thing. Oh, yeah, you got to bring it up on the screen. I got a thing with Joe where I'm like, no, Hiromu. Right. In the end run, I was wrong. But I hate the fact that Joe's right. That's why I tell all the cameramen, no, you don't have to help the ring crew guys. They're fine. And I laugh evilly to myself, knowing that Joe's like, man, those fucking camera guys never fucking help me out anymore. Wonder what happened.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, like Hiromu debuted at the Bash. Like this might actually be a reason to watch. But what's his name? Naratu? Wait, isn't that a cartoon? Or Naraku?
Naruto.
Nah, that Naruto voodoo you do so well. Jesus Christ. Hiromu is not going to be Hiromu, but Evil's going to be Naraku, and then Hiromu's going to be Bedevil or some shit. Who knows? Fucking God, this is shit. But this is great. This is great. Hopefully Hiromu's there. Then what are we going to do? Are they going to battle over the NXT title? Are they going to become a tag team? Is Evil going to beat Tony D'Angelo? Is Tony D'Angelo such a lackluster NXT champion that I am okay with Evil perhaps beating him? Who knows?
Stay tuned. Find out.
Yeah. It's, it's weird. Like, why are we excited that it could be Evil or Hiromu? Why? Okay. Why was it a little bit newsworthy that Evil arrived at NXT? And why are we excited that Hiromu might arrive at NXT? Because They're not feeder system people. The same reason why we don't care about NXT right now is because before it was all indie guys coming up and like who's gonna debut. Now you just said they're on a like rise up, right? They just had all their roster go, like they're trying to replace their roster members. Well, before they'd replace their roster members because it'd be like, oh my god, it's Kevin Steen, oh my god, it's Adam Cole, oh my god, it's the freaking dickhead. You know, like now we've got freaking dickheads that all come from the feeder system, and I don't care about Shiloh Hill, and I don't care about freaking and Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo is their champion, and he's like might as well be Fabian Eichner debuting at TNA with a 6-month contract, and nobody cares. It's a double nobody care. Nobody cares about these people. It's because like the reason it was cool when people came into NXT is because they had buzz and then you brought them in. Now what's their buzz? Evolve? Like screw off. That's the only reason we even care about Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray is because when Evolve first came out, it had eyes on it because it kind of first came out. You know, but like think about how many people took off from there. Jack Cartwheel gone, people gone, like the people you thought were gonna be cool, they were like gone. Even Mike DeVecchio, they've got to give him a name now, but it's I don't know like what's going on with him. Not much, you know. So very odd. If Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair weren't so really good in the ring for their age and female, I don't think we know any of these people from this generation, really, unless you were watching NXT.
Yeah.
Does any of this make sense?
Yeah. Same with LFG, same with Evolve, right? LFG. Well, who's that person that Serena you booked Linton. From LFG? Yeah.
Dude, Serena Linton had a match against Silesia Sparks. Great freaking match. Great gal. Great match. Good footwork, like not a wrestler, like an acrobat, like a gymnast. And they brought her in. She's a natural. She loves wrestling, but she never thought about being a wrestler. And bro, this girl, smooth as butter. When she does a move that requires leaving her feet, it looks good. And there's like just flourishes. You know what I mean? Like you know how The Rock used to like kick you, like like do like she's got flourishes and things like that. If she's gonna give you like a Jeff Hardy style, like. You know, in the corner with the 2 feet to the face, she turns it into more of a Bronco Buster style thing. Bro, it's right up in the air, legs up, back bent, flip her legs around. Like everything is like to the full extreme extension. Lots of flourishes. She looks great. I can see why they were like, get her in here. And communication is great. There was the odd miscommunication between her and Silesia, and they like wrapped it up, got back to where they wanted to be very quickly. Whereas later on in the night, we had a girl that had a lot of jet lag. And she's usually the veteran in the match, and she shat the bed completely. And you can see if she blew up fast, wasn't concentrating. Wrestling's a tough gig. It's really crazy. People don't think, they just think, oh, it's easy. It's hard. Like you've done this a million times, man. You have a bad piece of freaking broccoli at lunch that's got you a bad stomach, or you didn't sleep well, or you're like been hurting you for 2 weeks now. So like, just it's weird, man. And she didn't do all that night. Serena Linton did.
Like that's it's crazy when you actually think about the grind of an indie wrestler, right? Driving from town to town, flying from town to town, where like finding places to work out, finding food to keep yourself on a diet, finding gyms, finding beds that are comfortable enough. Like it's a hell of a grind.
Yeah, man. You're in a different hotel, a different pillow all the time. And just like even something as simple as like Mick Foley. Some like people say, hey, Mick, you don't have to like go hard in front of these 20 people or whatnot. Now we don't have 20 people at our show. We've got like 400 to 600 people at our show. But you know, hey, who came up with that spot where you threw the kid off the apron and he flat backed on the outside here? He wanted to do that. Okay. Like I'm not the one that's driving 20 hours to freaking Manitoulin Island after this. So, you know, have fun. But who came up with that spot? You know where he's working tomorrow night, right? Like, it's not close and he ain't flying.
Yeah, exactly.
So have fun in your Civic for the next 20 hours driving out to like Northern Ontario, where even in the summertime, it's fucking cold.
Right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on. Flip the page to some main roster stuff happening. WWE Night of Champions. This is happening Saturday afternoon. 6 matches on this card.
Hey.
With, on ESPN, the King and Queen of the Ring Finals are going to be live on the first hour of ESPN. So let's talk about those matches first. We have, for the King of the Ring Finals, Jey Uso versus Obafemi. Yeah. Right? It could go either way.
It could. I mean, like Obafemi, you don't want it to lose, right? You want it to beat up Jey Uso. And then, so if Obafemi wins, who's he taking on? Obviously, the crowd reacted very big to that Roman on Monday. When he said, who should I go after? The reaction to Roman was through the roof. No reaction to the other one. Thank God, because who knows what the bloody hell's going to go on with the other one. So Roman versus him, great. I could see them wait until Mania. They're probably going to run this thing back. People might think, oh, they shouldn't do it yet. They're gun shy. Dude, they'll just bing, 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 hit the big matches. Why not?
They have stadiums to sell out for SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, but they've also got Minnesota SummerSlam Brock Lesnar, right? And
but who says Lesnar's going to be there?
Well, it's in his hometown. And why is Obafemi bringing up Brock Lesnar every week? He keeps bringing it
to remind us that it's a thing.
That exactly.
Yeah.
You spoon feed your audience.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some sort of interference. He's got to lose because of Brock Lesnar. That seems to be what's happening in my mind. So that they have their third match. Unless it's Oba going on and when's he winning the title from Roman and then taking on Brock I just don't understand. So I think it has to be, you want the world to see on ESPN on what they assume is more people see that because somehow they think of it as free or something like everybody's got ESPN. But to them, it's just TV, right? It's not PL.
Yeah, it's just TV.
So TV gets more eyes. So to them, they're like, Brock Lesnar's, we're going to screw over Obafemi so we can push that match. More people are going to see it. And then I think you've got way more storyline for Jey, right? You've got Jey like approaching Roman and Roman being like, no, my title. Like he's got the opportunity to take on Roman. So there's that conversation. There's that segment on Monday Night Raw. Yo, what, me, you're going to take on whoever the WWE champ is, not me. So there's that. Then you've got whoever is the WWE champ going to be. If it's still Cody, you've got Cody and Jey history. If it's Sammy, you've got Cody and Jey history. If it's Gunther, you've got Cody and Jey history. So like, I think it's Jey and then taking on anybody from the WWE championship three-way, whoever the winner is, whatever's going on there from Night of Champions, and Roman backing him up saying like, yo, and also maybe Roman interfering. Everybody's thinking Roman keeping Obafemi from like, if Jey wins and he knows nobody's coming after me, if I can make Jey win. So there's so many different ways that they could go here, but I don't see Obafemi winning this unless they're going straight Roman Oba at SummerSlam, which, dude, that's a money match. Go for it.
Yeah, exactly. It can go either way. On paper, it makes the most sense for Jey Uso to win. Jey Uso to win because he was told by Roman to go get the other belt, right? And then Oma will likely get screwed, like you said, and face Brock Lesnar sooner rather than later, most likely SummerSlam. But I don't know. I just have something in my gut tells me that Oba is going to win. I don't know why.
Could be right, man. I mean, they just want to keep him strong. Look what they've done to Gunther. Like, Gunther's lost so much shine lately. And so, like, you don't want to do that to Oba. I don't have a lot of faith in WWE, though, these days. But we'll see.
All right. Queen of the Ring Tournament Finals, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan.
Like, weird. I think
right?
Io needs to win. Io needs to win and then go after Morgan like a second time. I beat you once, I'll beat you again.
I can beat you again.
Yeah, but also
on the flip side, Rhea.
Maria's injured. And like Liv seems to keep getting injured, but it doesn't matter. She's just like bounces back or whatever. Like what on Monday night, like she took a bad spill last time I saw her on
Sunday.
Yeah. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, the house show.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes, that. You're right. Yeah, so I don't know. It would be fun if Liv won the whole thing.
But once again, you can have many stories coming from this, right? If Io Sky, she can, like we just said, she can go against Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley. If Liv Morgan wins, then obviously she's going to go against Rhea Ripley, right? But everything depends at this point on what's going on with Rhea Ripley. If Io Sky wins, does she win clean? Or does Raquel Rodriguez do anything? Are they ever going to bite the bullet and give something to Raquel Rodriguez?
I don't know. They've like, her and Liv still seem to be buddies. Wasn't she like blowing off Roxanne last time that they were on screen together? She was being kind of rude to her. What if Roxanne screws her over? Io wins. Io challenges Ripley because you've never beaten me, so I know I can beat you, even though we're friends. And now you've got Roxanne going after Liv. Like there's just, once again, there's so much you can do. It's crazy. Who knows which direction? I think they'll go with Io. But I mean, Liv as champion winning the King of the Ring That's kind of neat. And then they're going like, I don't know what to say. You could have her like take on Rhea and win. I don't know. And then maybe if it's still the two of them come Saudi time again, like for the big belt, whatever, the 2 champion belt, like the same match happens again, but the other person wins, and then Rhea gets her version of it since Liv's already had one. I don't know. My head is spinning. They can do so much.
Right.
Look what happens when you get rid of Road Dogg. So many options.
I know. It's crazy, right? It's crazy to think that. All right. For the United States Championship, we have Trick Williams, your champion, versus Ricky Saints.
I don't know. Saints needs it. Like, I can see Trick keeping it, right? They want to keep him strong. He is the US champ. He's gonna be US champ all the way till Mania. He's the guy, right? This is his run of getting him. This is his IC title run for The Rock before he becomes the guy. Or Ricky, because Ricky needs it. Dude, Ricky needs something. His music sucks. He's got no freaking riz or aura in WWE. If he wins, then he's got Trick and freaking Carmelo, and maybe even possibly a Dragunov if he can get whatever's going on with his visa. The guy lives in America now, just as he's still a citizen, so he can't work without a work visa. Yeah,
exactly.
He can fly anywhere he wants. He just can't do shit when he's here.
He can't work.
So it's weird. But there's so many possibilities for Ricky Saints to shit heel on people and like have an have a US title run. I think that's the only way you're going to get the freaking guy over right now, because he is so not over.
It's scary. It's scary how not over he is.
Yes.
Steel cage match. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins.
I don't know, man. Seth needs to beat him and be done with these guys. At the same time, Braun Breaker's the future of WWE. Like, they can't beat. He needs to beat Seth, but there is no Vision anymore. But he's injured. Even if Bronson Reed comes back,
I think Bronson Reed's coming back.
Seth Rollins, like, fuck off. You don't need a
Seth Rollins. That's where they were heading. That's what they were heading towards.
I guess so. But I mean, dude, the Vision Vortex, poor Seth Rollins. But I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe this is the time. I know they just won the titles, but like maybe somehow Street Profits get involved.
Street Profits are champs, remember?
That's what I mean. Like, that's how, I know they just won the titles, but maybe somehow they join the group. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen here? I don't know who should win here. I guess Seth can absorb the loss. I'm not sure if Braun can. I guess it really depends on how you make the loss happen. Considering it's a steel cage match, obviously every single person involved is going to get in the ring and out of the ring 5 or 6 times. And they're going to lift the cage. Then they're going to set it on fire and then bring the cage back down. And then Michael Cole will be like, oh my God, somebody got in the cage. Like, I don't know. Who knows?
Singles match for the WWE Women's U.S. Championship. Tiffany Stratton, your champion, versus Jade Cargill.
The Cargill gargle. Tiff's going to get gargled.
What do you think is going to happen here?
I don't know. I think they're moving towards like Charlotte and Cargill for SummerSlam. So maybe she might screw over Cargill. And so Stratton still wins, because then you could like it did. Am I crazy? Did Alexa Bliss just retire?
No.
Have you seen? Has she been on TV the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. She's going to be on SmackDown on Friday. It was recorded already. Yeah.
All right. I know that sounds weird, but I saw some weird posts where she was like saying goodbye or like.
No, she was just thanking people when she lost the tag team title.
It's really, that's what it was. I thought it was.
That's all it was. Yeah, no.
Because Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte have pretty good chemistry. I've always liked their stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Joe's saying he thinks Tiff has the ability to help hide Jade's shortcomings. Maybe Tiff is is a natural in the ring. But I don't know. I think she's going to get the Cargill gargle. I think maybe they'll put the belt on her. It's like, it's a way of continuing their Jade Cargill experiment without having the top prize on her. But what is she without a belt?
That's the thing.
She's not the athlete that elevates the title. She's the athlete that title elevates. And you can't be, she needs her baddies. She needs a belt to be with her baddies. And like UFC at the White House, like, let's not forget this is a far more Republican company than your average Joe. Nothing looks better than superhero Jade Cargill from Atlanta in her like pleather bikinis and her muscles and her US championship with fireworks and eagles. Imagine the eagle screech. Like, Jade Cargill, U.S. champ. They love that. The way that would look.
They would. Triple threat for
but
the
I can't do a good like eagle scream. Eh? Like just
triple threat.
Going,
Triple threat for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I knew this was going to be a triple threat at the end of the day. Yeah, what do you think?
I think Cody still for some reason because they can't stop doing that. But I mean, belt up Sammy. Like there's been no worse time to be honest with you. I couldn't care if he gets the title now, but now's the time. Belt him up, man. Exactly. Like have him go like this is that Night of Champions, right? So this is in Saudi.
Yeah.
Okay, belt him up in Saudi. Have him go to SummerSlam and take on freaking one of these two guys.
Well, it's gonna be Oba or Jay. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, Sammy against Jay beats Jay. Sammy against Cody beats Cody. Sammy against Gunther. Gunther beats him. Gunther gets the title. Now Gunther has to face Cody. Cody wins the title back before Mania. Cody goes on to take somebody at Mania. And Gunther's got to get his Cody wins back. He has to. Yeah, he's lost him 3 times now, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Thrice. Not once. Not twice. But thrice.
Yes. But yeah, I guess the scenario I just put forth would have Cody beating him again.
Yeah.
But this is WWE, so of course he's going to beat Gunther again.
Here's my guess. I think my gut tells me that Cody is going to win because it's Cody. My mind, though, tells me that Cody's not going to be involved in the finish.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? For the first time, I have no idea what's happening with any like match, really. And like, I find that unfortunately with WWE, when I have no idea what could happen because there's so many interesting possibilities, they always do the most vanilla shit. So
yeah, I know, right?
So Cody's winning, Jey Uso's winning. What else is some vanilla shit? Freaking Jade Cargill winning, all the
Liv Morgan winning.
Liv Morgan. No, I guess like I don't know. There is a few ones where I don't know, but yeah, whatever the most vanilla shit is, they're gonna do.
All right, and then a show that's gonna start on Sunday, end on Thursday. AEW Forbidden Door. Yeah. 10 matches so far announced as of time of recording. Let's quickly go through them. We have Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia.
Dude, so that'll be pretty fun. I think they're gonna get their asses kicked, Thunder Rosa and Olympia. But
absolutely.
Yeah, you need some CMML stuff in there, right? But yeah, here you go. Right here's like this is like you're about to announce all these matches. Here comes some cowboy shit. Right here, this is not going to be vanilla. This is going to be insane. You see, that's the problem. Is back in the Attitude Era, WWE still used to like turtle poke. They were still flounder pounders. They were tickling the milk bag to get the last dropout. You know, they were like slapping bitches across the face and asking them what their safe word was. Now they're just missionary all day long. Just get on top and give the old like inchworm. Give them the old inchworm, right? But like AEW is still like, so hey, what's your name? Doesn't matter. Bend over. Just crack. You hear like creaking and snapping sounds. And you're like, what's going on over there? You're like, oh, AEW. You're like, oh, man, damn. Let's get a camera. Like it's like the room is going to smell bad at the end of the night. Is all I'm saying when we're done with this long AEW show, right? So, boom. This is a big difference these days.
We have Cope and Cage.
That's a clip out segment right there.
That's literally what I was just thinking. Segment. I was just thinking that. I'm like looking at the time. I remember now. We have Cope and Cage versus the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors.
Wait, against the tag champs, against Cope and Cage? Yeah, Cope and Cage over. But like this will be fun. These guys are great. I kind of like how David Finlay just like constantly ragging on his dad on TV. Like it's great.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not too into the Dogs right now. I don't know. They've lost luster for me.
They've lost luster, but they're New Japan. I like my New Japan guys, right? Plus, I kind of like that David Finlay was like, I'm gonna go take the money and screw WWE. Like, I like that he's here. I like that he's all like, yeah, I'm gonna be undercard forever, and I'm gonna be rich.
This match has potential to be insane. A 3-way tag match. The Young Bucks versus Mystico and Máscara Dorada versus Shingo Takagi and Titan.
Teton. Say it right, or I'm leaving the podcast. All right. The hell's wrong with you? Say it again. Say it now.
Titan. Yeah. Yeah. Get mad. Get mad. Get mad. Anyways.
I don't know. Young Bucks? I don't know. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be freaking nuts.
It's gonna be a good match. Like, it doesn't matter who wins.
Hey, if I really close my eyes right now and I'm thinking there's no stakes here, I totally see Shingo Takagi ending the match out of nowhere by like just lariating somebody's head right off and then like getting a pin. He's gonna like lariat the shit out of Nick Jackson and like flip him upside down twice and then pin him. And Shingo Takagi over. There you go. I'm calling it right now.
Continental Championship, John Moxley versus Bandito.
Like Moxley over, I think, but really unfortunate. I would love to see something different here. I'd love to see like a schmoz, a time limit. Like, is it Continental rules? Is there a time limit? Because that'd be nice. Because I don't think the ROH champ should be jobbing to John Moxley. I think John Moxley should beat him and become the Continental and ROH world champ. Like, give John Moxley an ROH world championship run. I mean, Bandita's had this title since they bought ROH, bro.
Outside of the Jericho run.
Oh, this is true. The Jericho run. And if you count Gresham at the beginning there a little bit, I guess, right? Yeah.
And Cesaro.
But like, that's it. So wait, he lost it to Jericho and then won it back from Jericho, correct? Like, was there anybody else? No, Claudio was in there somewhere.
Claudio was in there.
Yeah, but it's still, dude, like, it's just too much Bandito. It's so much Bandito that we're like, oh yeah, Claudio. Oh yeah, Jericho. In fact, wasn't it Jericho twice?
Yeah. Because it was
who else
Jericho.
Was in there?
It was Jericho, then Claudio, then Jericho. And then Bandito.
Wait, so Claudio beat Jericho and lost to Jericho?
Correct.
Am I even a wrestling fan? Do I have any idea what's going on in the world of wrestling? No, it's hard to, like, time moves on. Remember when you used to like care about stats and then you're all like, oh my God, it's been 15 more years. There's so many more stats. And then just in the last year, so much to worry about. Like, oh my Lord. So yeah, but still, it's the Bandito title. Get it, I don't know, get it off him. Give it to like,
it's like Athena.
I don't know. This whole
Same
brand
with Athena.
Be changed. Yeah, Athena. What's going on there? And like Athena's gonna lose to Mercedes again. And so like you're just
Athena's not in the finals. Hold on. Whoa. She's not in the finals. No. The Owen Hart Women's Finals is Mercedes Moné versus Maya World.
Maya beat Athena.
Yeah. Yes. What are you even a wrestling fan?
I gotta be honest. I didn't.
It happened on Collision. In all honesty.
Yeah, like I just assumed, and I would have thought I would have heard it. So what happened? She just straight up beat her?
Yeah, she straight up beat her.
Maya World, right?
We have for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Shota Umino versus Pac.
Wait, say that again.
For the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship, sorry.
Shota I was Umino like, man, am I even a wrestling fan? Like, what is happening here? I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, yes. That'll be a great match. I think Shota is going to come out on top. Wouldn't it be great if Pac was global champ? Like, he deserves it. That could happen. I was actually kind of surprised that Shota Umino like won the beat Andrade for the title. Andrade. Very surprised. So like who knows? This might be their hot potato, but really surprised. Andrade.
AEW Women's World Championship. This is a match I'm really looking forward to. Is Tekla versus Starlight Kid.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. But Tekla ain't nobody beating. Ain't nobody beating Tekla.
Nope. Again, Mercedes Moné versus Maya World for the Women's Owen Hart Cup final.
Maya World, baby. Now they
honestly at this point, yeah. Yep. Agreed. For the men's Owen Hart Cup final, Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
It's Ospreay's match, right? But this is gonna be killer. It's gonna be killer.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Singles match: Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I mean, I think it's gonna have to be Kenny only because it's his home promotion and they are doing things with him. But like, who wins? Yeah, who wins the match doesn't matter. This is here for us to watch this match. And then it's basically like once the match is over, they're like, okay, pin me. Okay, he wins. Yeah, right. That's all it's gonna be. So exactly. I'm thinking it has to be Kenny over right now because he's on his redemption arc. But yeah, this is great. I'm glad they're giving it to us. The damn background that you couldn't bother putting up here and that you blamed on Streamlabs because you're a freaking no, sorry. The background was Omega and
I know
and Zack Sabre. So
yeah. Steel cage match. If Team Briscoe wins, he will earn an AEW World Championship against MJF. So you have Team Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Takeshita, and Darby Allin versus Team MJF, and the Don Callis family, which includes Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, formerly Jake something, Okada, and Andrade.
This is where Hiromu's gonna debut.
Imagine.
And it's gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy. He's gonna time
Just imagine.
everybody, and Joe Thornton's gonna call me and be really upset, and I'm gonna tell him it's too bad. It's too bad you're wrong about that, and I'm telling him will not help you.
Just imagine.
I think it has to be the good guys. Like, is this our main event?
Right?
What's the main event here tonight?
It's a triple main event, so it's either that, Ospreay Swerve, or Kenny Zach.
Yeah. So like if they go with the cage match as like a main event, you got to send everybody home happy. So like we're looking at Team Briscoe, and then they're gonna give him some kind of match. Like knowing Tony, it could be on like Dynamite for Christ's sake. Who knows? But yeah, it's this is a prime opportunity for MJF to show his ass, lose, bitch and moan and complain, and then
assuming he's even in the match, he could, because there's so many people, he can just sit down the entire match, go on commentary.
Something like he's like, oh, look, I've got tennis elbow today, so yeah, I got Mark Davis here and Mark Doyle, and we got to here we go, Jake Doyle.
That's Forbidden Door right now. Hutch, it's been quite the week. It's going to be quite the weekend. We're going to have so much to talk about next week. I don't even know how we're going to split things up just yet, but we're going to be covering some shows, maybe all shows. God, probably not NXT and Slammiversary. We're going to be talking Forbidden Door and Night of Champions for sure next week. But where can we find your wonderful work?
You can find me at Hutch Henrys and at Demand Lucha. Both of these like words that are right here. Right here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Our show this last weekend. Check out Demand Lucha. We got new matches, stuff coming out all the time. I'm editing like mad right now. We just had the Serena Linton and Silesia Sparks match. I specifically edited that because Mark Calloway was like, hey, Hutch, I'm sitting here with Lindsay Dorado and Jeremy Borash, and we're thinking like, man, it'd be really great if Hutch could get that match to us a little bit faster. So I was like, all right, guys, you know what? That's 2 you owe me now. Right. So
there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, AAA, Perros del Mal.
Oh, dude, Perros del Mal, like weird. Okay, so it's like in my mind, the only person there that's actually a member of Perros del Mal is like Katarina, and she's only been in it for like the last incarnation while they were doing their like Perros del Mal like shows a couple of years ago, which is like even a good 6 years. I don't know, it was a while ago. So you got the Garzas, so they're technically related to Hector Garza,
exactly.
Right? Angel Umberto. You've got, I don't know what the hell Bronco Nima's doing in there, although he sure looks like he belonms in like a Mexican like side street, like, hey, so okay, fine.
But then you have Carmen Petrovic.
That's what I mean. Carmen Petrovic was in Perros del Mal recently. She's the only one that was recently in it, but like it would be like having a DX reunion and like what's the chick who freaking dated X-Pac? She had the same name, Tori. I was gonna say there was already another more famous one with her name, Tori. The other Tori. So it would be like as if Tori was in the DX revival, and you were like, Tori's here, an original member. You'd be like, what? So that's kind of what it's like having Carmen Petrovic as like one of the original members here of the Perros del Mal. But the Garzas are Garzas. Obviously, Perro Aguayo Jr. and the Aguayo family gave them permission to do this. The connection to Rey Mysterio, who actually like literally administered the death blow to Perro Aguayo Jr. Like to say that sounds weird, but like because it's like first indie gig back after that WWE hiatus.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, like the setting up for the 619, and like the guy like the guy Masawa's himself, like his like vertebrae just like disconnects off the drop kick into the 619 position. So just freaky, and so, but the way I see it, really, dude, this is one of the biggest selling factions, one of the most recognizable logos in Mexican wrestling, period. So we're talking NWO, not even DX. They're bigger than DX. We're talking NWO kind of shit, like that logo you put on
NWO,
and people immediately see it. Yeah. I feel like there's something else besides DX. People always say DX because it's WWE, but there's bigger factions than that, like Four Horsemen. There's factions that really meant something. And like
Dimitri Posse,
big deal. Yeah, I guess so. But it really is more of an NWO. They've had so many members. I mean, if you look at specialty and one-off members and things like that, we're looking at like Booker T. I mean, there's so many people that have been in Perros del Mal. But great. Hey, great. The dogs, the bad dogs, the dogs of war. But who was another person there? There was another person.
Daga.
There was what? Daga. There you go.
Daga.
So Daga is an original member, not of the originals, but he has been a member in the past and was a decent member. So this is the X-Pac. This is the Buff Bagwell. This is the guy who's like, oh yeah, he was in it for a long time, right? Yeah. He's there. He was in it for a long time, but he's not like the guy, but also wasn't like a freaking Horace Hogan. So so they got a Daga. They got a Daga in there. Showing up next, Tessa Blanchard, I guess, eh?
Well, she's signing with CMLL, so I doubt that.
And she's divorced from Daga now too, so she's not showing up there. But that would if they were still married, I'd have been like, oh,
right.
Yeah.
aplusproductions.com is where you can find all the news about this show and so many other shows. Go to your favorite podcasting app and search for A Plus Productions or A Plus Wrestling. Hit that subscribe, leave a review. We want to hear from you. Facebook.com and search for A Plus Productions. That way you can be part of the conversation. On behalf of Hutch and the entire A Plus Productions crew, thank you so much. What?
My surveillance camera just notified me. Hiromu's outside my house. He's debuting here right now. I can't believe it. So we were all wrong.
There we go. On behalf of Hutch and the entire A Plus crew, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, good night, goodbye, but most importantly, stay tranquilo.